Nothing like band music to remind you it's college football season, and it's great to be back in school. Kids went to class today, came out and gave us great effort today. Still things to clean up. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. Things still to clean up, but still time to do it, and excited about getting on board a plane tomorrow and going and trying to play our best football game against obviously a top 10 opponent and one of the marquee programs in the country. Questions?
Kia continues not to really do much work.
Oh, Key is ready. Key is ready. Absolutely ready to go.
Will he start?
We'll wait and see. Game time decision.
He's ready to go. I mean, does that mean Harris has outplayed him? Or he doesn't start?
No, it just means that Mike is doing well too. You know, Mike was a starting football player until he had to be suspended. So we've got two good right tackles right now, which is a luxury. We don't have that luxury out everywhere.
Going on the road and being a young team, how big is the experience and where are you looking for it to come from?
Well, hopefully we garnered a lot of experience from being at Kansas State just a few weeks ago. And we'll have to use that experience to our advantage so that we don't go in there and make some of the same mistakes that we made there that were so costly. You know, line of scrimmage procedure issues, turnovers, those are the kind of things you can't do on the road. It gets the crowd going and becomes kind of like a tidal wave. You just have to be able to weather that.
Anything you guys do defensively against a team whose offense, you know, is struggling a little bit to...
Well, you know, I think we just have to play with the same kind of energy we played last week. You know, schematically we'll have to do things to match up with them, but it's an energy that has to come and an intensity that has to come. That, you know, we set a bar last week about what we expect from each other, and we'll have to do the same. And it can't just be just because we're ahead, you know, that we get that kind of energy. We got to get that all the time, have the discipline to have that all the time.
Do you ever think about, or I guess in this game, how you'd like the game to start out at least? Do you think about, well, I just want to keep it close and see what happens at the end, or do you want to get a big lead? Or
well,
do
I get the vote?
Sure.
You know, I think every coach kind of visions what they think the game will take, what will happen in the game, but you have to deal with circumstances as they unfold. You can't necessarily predict. Because if it doesn't go well, you know, if you talk about things like that and all of a sudden it doesn't go exactly as planned, and people feel like the plan's scrapped, and that isn't the case. What we need to do is play as hard as we can for 60 minutes and see if we can't get this game to the fourth quarter. If this game gets to the fourth quarter, then our guys will be excited as they can be about finishing it. But to do that, we have to play as well as we possibly can in each of the first three quarters, and as hard as we possibly can. We can't kind of go in there and hope to hang around. We got to hope is in the strategy. It's about energy and intensity, and I think we'll have both.
You looking for out of the
wet stuff there? There's a chance.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is there going to? I mean, what does Kevin have to be cautious about with the amount of ball handling?
You know, we'll just do the very best we can. We obviously don't get a lot of experience with that here, but you know, we have handled the football a lot, and you know, a question was asked about our fumbles earlier in the week. Were they a product of the new offense? And really, not really the case. It's just you know, not tucking it away and having it stripped away from us by good tacklers. So regardless of the conditions and with respect to weather, we've just got to do a great job of taking care of the football.
What are you looking for out of the passing game, yet unproven?
Hopefully a little bit more. You know, we've got to be efficient, meaning that we throw it a, you know, decent percentage, and then we've got to make the plays that are there to be made and see if we can turn over the field position. Field position in games like this is huge. You can't allow them to have short fields. So when we get chances to make third downs and reasonable third downs, then we've got to connect on our share.
You feel the defense has kept the momentum up this week after the game last week?
I feel like we've worked hard this week. You know, there's a lot of distractions this week as compared to last week with school starting and guys, you know, having all sorts of things to do with respect to that. So, but I feel like we've got a excited team. I'm imagining that when we get on the plane tomorrow, there'll be a lot of sleepy people, and so we'll get some good rest on the way there, and get to bed early tomorrow night, and hopefully get up and be ready to rumble, because it's going to take that kind of fight.
Kevin has led you into an environment like this before. Do you feel like you still have some maturation to go?
It's not a question of maturity for Kevin. He's a very mature young man. It's a question of accuracy and getting some rhythm as a passer. He'll make good decisions in the running game. He'll make a few runs for us. Now, can he get hot as a thrower and make some plays that the great quarterbacks do? And he's done it before. It's not like we're asking him to do things that he's not capable of. And I see it getting better each week. And this week, I think, was his best week of practice. Everybody good? All right. Thanks very, very much.
Good luck.